All right, guys, here we go. Last hole for tonight. We'll try to get a few more tomorrow. This is Pioneer Bay, hole number 3. This is one of the holes I feel like that was most affected by the addition of the water skip discs. As you all know, used to be a really tough hole to eagle. Now it's almost becoming a must get, especially in certain winds, but still very challenging even with the water skip. So before the water skip, a lot of people used to go to this left side. I never did that. I always went over, to the right side over by this cabana, and every once in a while I could get the eagle from over there. It was still very challenging, but that was my kind of direction to go for safe play. Now, if you can get over on this right side, it's ideal, but it's shortest over here on the left side. So if you're worried about being able to cross, definitely aim for over here. But I like to do a big flex shot and try to make it over on the right side. This is kind of more in the middle, which is fine. Just have kind of an obstructed view because of the hill. Can't really see the basket very well. So it's a tough shot. I like to aim at that tree and put some flex in it. I feel like people with the straight flippy skip drivers probably have it a little easier for this second hole, but I don't have any of those in the bag normally, so I just kind of make it work with the glide skip ride. Let's see if we can get this one to go. 94 feet. We did. So there's an eagle. We got it first try. So that shows you right there that it's very gettable, except in this wind, this is not ideal. We're still going to go for it. I'm going to go for this other side over here. Probably in multiplayer, I'd be playing this safe and throwing it over to the cabana, but you can see it should still just barely. But even if you get over here, like once you get over here, you really don't have a shot at getting the eagle anyway. That's why if I get that 3 right to left headwind, I'm just playing it safe and throwing it over by the cabana. I'm going for this just to show you. Like if you don't hit the darker blue stuff, you're not gonna skip on the water anyway. So I don't even go for that in that wind. I just wanted to show y'all. Definitely in this one wind, we're gonna go for it. Middle chevron, somewhere around there. I kind of change it up. I don't have a set aim point, but I try to just get it flexed over to this right side. This is going to be more in the middle again. Definitely not my best shot. Hopefully we'll get some better ones than this. We're just going to do another flex shot with the glide skip rive and hopefully miss this tree. If you can miss this tree on either side, then you're usually in good position for the eagle. As you can see, we're putting. We're going to aim higher. Got about 20 foot uphill, and we'll get another eagle to go. See if we can get some different winds just to show you. So this wind, it should be doable. A little tougher on the second shot just because it's going to be kind of a headwind, but this first shot we should be able to get out there a ways. So I'm going to put a little more flex on it, try to move it over there, especially since that wind's pushing it back to the left. Should get a nice big skip. Nice. So this is more of where you want to be over on this right side. You just got a much better view of the basket, bigger landing point. Again, we're going to aim at that tree down there and try to flex it around it. Ideally, just to the right of this tree. Looks like we're going to hit it barely. And honestly, get used to being next to this rock, either on top of it or below it or just underneath it. It's definitely a common spot to end up. So I've gotten pretty good about this little touchy forehand up and over shot. So practice that because you're going to end up there a lot going for this eagle. Now this one, we're going to go old school here. We're going to go light glide rive. This is what I used to do before the water skip. And it's still probably the best way to get this hole because you can get it down there the farthest. I feel like this makes it even farther than the water skip, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about the water skip catching the edge and not skipping. So you can see there, sometimes you get even farther than this with a good ground play. We're going to go again. We're going to actually throw the water skip here and let it slide up. I think we caught a little bit of the bush initially, but we got some great ground play on that. And we ended up with a putt. So I won't make this video too long, but you can see, I mean, this hole is very gettable now. I think the most important thing about getting this hole is practicing the second shot. Like obviously the first shot's important too. You want to be able to get it across consistently, and ideally you can practice enough to where you can do something like this and get over on this right side. I mean, this is perfect. This makes the second shot 10 times easier than if you go way over on the left side. But I would also practice that second shot a lot too, because sometimes, especially if you end up in the middle or left side of that first island, the second shot can be really tough. So here's that shot on the rock again. Do a forehand, kind of little over little hump there. And, oh, off the rim. So don't get it. I'm going to tap in or finish off our birdie. So we got 3 in a row, and then we got the birdie because we missed it. But you can see it's pretty gettable. We're going to go again. This is a tough wind, but should be doable. Just going to put some extra flex in it. Try to get it out there just like before and let that wind push it back. And just like that. Aim at that tree. Try to flex it around it. Again, those of you that have the straight, Enigma or Paradigm type, Captain type drivers, this second shot's probably a little easier for you, but just my style, I just don't have that. I have the Enigma in one of the bags, but it's not a bag I typically pull, just for certain layouts. Want to try to get another tough wind. Here we go. We got a 3 right to left. This is the wind. Like normally I would just play this safe. And I'm going to show you why. It's just so hard to get across safely, even with a couple water skip shots. So it is possible, especially with the gold or the rye, you can make this, as I'm probably going to make it here, just barely. Can't really go for the right side. So you have to pretty much go to this left side, and then this next shot is just so hard. You can try to aim for a water skip in the deep stuff, but it's really hard to hit. You can see that dark blue. Oh, I'm probably going to miss. Oh, did it slide up? Oh, it got just past the OB mark. So we got lucky there just to make it to this point. I mean, it was that hard, and we took on that much risk, just to get to that point. So most often, if I get that wind just like this, I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to go over towards the cabana with the light glide rive, and depends on the wind, but usually I'm throwing light glide, sometimes glide skip. It's all right to end up here. I just aim nice and low. Make sure I hit that gap in between the posts there. This is the glide roll rive. Just throw it out there and let it stop. Slide up a little bit more, hopefully. Oh, yuck. That was a tough bounce there. If I would have got a little farther, I would have felt like I had a chance at bouncing this in for eagle. If you can slide it just over the edge of this hill right there with a little more speed, then you got a shot at eagle. But most often you'll be able to throw the water skip like so, even in this 2 headwind. You should be able to get it there in 2. This is one of the tougher winds, but it's still doable. Kind of a blind shot, but we're going to aim at that. I'm going to do a flex shot and slide to the left. Try to flex it around to that tree down there by the basket. Hopefully we miss the tree and end up with a putt. That was perfect. I have to throw this one, but that's all right. 58 feet uphill. See if we can finish this off with a final. Oh, it wanted to spit out. We got the eagle. So there you go, guys. There's Pioneer Bay hole 3. If you switch bags and you see that bag in the layout, make sure you grab your water skip bag, because you definitely need it if you want to hang with the rest of the card and get that eagle. It is possible to get the albatross. I'm not going to grind it, but you can see that's how you get the eagle on Pioneer Bay 3. There you go, and thanks for watching me play some DGV.